Good morning, students. I was on exam model paper 2020 on the last day. The class is BA third year. BA third year. Subject English. Paper second. Paper second. 20th century English literature or poetry. 20th century English poetry. We were on question number 4, explanation, which related explanation. 4 number question. Explain the following lines with reference to the context and critical comments. At a given moment, the eye of faith must have observed the nimblings of the demonical serpent, for suddenly and simultaneously all those on the lowest steps of the gods threw themselves into the water and began to wash and gargle, to say their prayers and blow their noses to spit and drink. In this way, this passage has been selected from logical essay named Binary, written by Aldous Huxley, modern English essayist, in which Huxley has told the superstition and narrow-mindedness of Indians. He has told that if they would be progressive, logical, India may be free, although they are wasting their energy in vain. They are so hypocrite that they are against their aim. That is why they are backward. It is main cause. So many Hindus are collected on the god of Binary because the eclipse, on account of eclipse, they want to protect the sun. Although they are unable to protect themselves, India is slave in the clutches of the British, but they have come to protect the sun, the moon, which is impossible. Huxley says, Huxley is right. At a given moment, the eye of faith, explanation, must have observed the nimblings of the demonical serpent. Rahu and Ketu mean the demonical serpent seemed to swallow the sun. The demonical serpent seemed to swallow, to gobble. It seemed to the people that the demonical serpent was about to nimble, about to gobble up, about to swallow the sun. For suddenly and simultaneously all those on the lowest steps of the gods threw themselves into the water. They ran towards the river to bathe in the river Ganga on the ghat of Binare. When they came to know that the demonical serpent was about to gobble up the sun, because they believed, they were too hypocrite to say, they were superstitious. Hindus were so superstitious that one cannot say. They were very superstitious and began to wash and gargle. They started bathing in the river through water to say their prayers. They started their prayer and blow their noses to spit and drink. They started dipping in the river, bathing in the river, because they believed the show. In this way, here Huxley has exposed the superstition and narrow-mindedness of Indians, their hypocrisy also, who were very conservative, who were very traditional, not progressive. That is why India was going backward, not forward. It was main cause of backward. It was main cause of declining. Huxley is right. Huxley has given his logical view, which is very proper. Next, it is well known, a wild boy who poached rabbits, perhaps shot a deer and died rather sooner than he should have done to marry a woman in the neighborhood, who bore him a child rather quicker than was right. This passage has been selected from Judith Shakespeare, written by Virginia Woolf, who was a great stream of conscious writer of English literature, where there is regular flow of ideas without apparent reason. Such type of essay, such type of novel is called stream of consciousness novel. She favors, Woolf favors feminism. Feminism means where there is the support of the female world. Although the ladies were avoided from the economical, political right in ancient time, they had not the right for education. They were avoided from the public life also. But Mary Wollstonecraft's book inspired them their right. Virginia Woolf is a great feminist writer. This is role model example of feminism. It is well known, a wild boy who poached rabbits. Woolf is telling about the early life of Shakespeare, that Shakespeare stole the rabbit from the park of Henry, from the park of someone on which he was about to be punished. That is why he ran away from London. That is why he ran away and started working as a stable boy. Perhaps shot a deer also. Perhaps Shakespeare shot a deer also, and had rather sooner than he should have done to marry a woman in the neighborhood. And he also married a woman who was senior yet year to him, named Anne Hathaway, and also bore child. In this way he was not legal, ideal boy, but he became the greatest dramatist of the universe, of the world. Why? Because he got chance. But in the time of Shakespeare, no woman had the right in education. They were not allowed to go out of home. That is why they are not like Shakespeare. Shakespeare's sister was also skilled like Shakespeare, but she had not given the chance. That is why she did not become like Shakespeare. She did not perform her skill like Shakespeare, but he found a chance. That is why he became the greatest dramatist. In this way, in this essay, Woolf has gone through feminism, and she had also disclosed the reality, the exploit of the woman world, female world. Next, question number 5. Write a critical appreciation of the poem Mending Wall. Is a rural poem in which the poet has gone through the international unity, not national but international unity. The poet says that nature does not like the wall or narrow-mindedness. He starts his poem, there is something which does not like a wall. In this way he starts. The summary, the theme of the poem is that we always maintain our unity and integrity, not national unity but international unity. The poet messages to maintain the international unity and integrity so that everyone may live happily in this way. This is the main theme of the poem. Sailing to Byzantium is a poem of clash of opposite discuss. Clash between materialism and physical. On one side there is young and on the other side there is old. In this way, sailing to Byzantium, art is one side and other thing mean art is real, eternal. In this way, sailing to Byzantium is a poem of clash of opposites. What is the significance in this way? This is great poem. Sailing to Byzantium is a great poem written by W.B. Yeats, William Butler Yeats, in which he has told about the physical and material world, physical as well as spiritual world. This is great poem of W.B. Yeats. Sailing to Byzantium is a great poem of W.B. Yeats, in which he has told about the old and the young. In his poem he has told he is great poet of symbolism and he is also called the national poet of Ireland. He has also used Celtic metaphors, Celtic movement, Celtic movement, CELTIC. Celtic movement means the Celtic mean the myth, folklore which were prevalent in Ireland. These are applied by W.B. Yeats in his poetry Sailing to Byzantium. This is a great poem written by W.B. Yeats. W.B. Yeats has written this poem in modern style and he is the great poet of his time. W.B. Yeats' poetry has, or this poetry means Sailing to Byzantium, is a poem of clash of opposites. It has so many qualities. Mysticism. First quality is mysticism. Mysticism means most of the Yeats' poems of later years are complex and mystical. He was not interested in saying or elevating anything in its original shape. He was mystical in the sense that he covered his all objects with a mask. Next point, Sailing to Byzantium is a poem of clash of opposites. Symbolism and imagery both are also applied. Yeats was a symbolist throughout his poetic career. He wrote about man's pride, vulgarity, and anxiety of future and refusal to assume despair. He is unique for the sources of the symbolism like myth, magic, and history. Next point about him is in the poetry there is myth. Sailing to Byzantium is a mythical poem. W.B. Yeats is not an emotional poet of his age, but he is also a great mythical poet of his time. He has applied all the myth and traditions of Ireland which were prevalent in his time. In this way, this is a great poem written by W.B. Yeats. In the next video, I shall meet you again. Thanks.